I'm Lady Nadra, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel for those of you who have been rocking with me for a while. We are here today to do a fragrance review of Creed's Queen of Silk. Now, I got a bottle of Creed for my birthday. My daughter, she did her big one. She did her big one. She wanted to get me this fragrance, and when I tell you, Creed's Queen of Silk, you can't be no punk walking around smelling like this. Like, you can't be somebody that is afraid of compliments, you know, afraid of getting noticed, because yeah, she's gonna be that girl. Now, of course, I've been sampling the fragrance, you know, here and there. I'd go to Nordstrom and spray it on my hand, and I even had a sample of it, you know, and I wore the sample. But since I got my own bottle, y'all, and I love that I can see where I am with the juice. You know what I mean? You can see through this bottle. Sometimes they make them so opaque that you can't see through them. But this one, I'm gonna be able to track my progress, you know, because you can see through this beautiful, opulent bottle of fragrance. It's amazing. Wore to church, and it's a head turner. I got all kind of compliments. People that were hugging me and they're like, "Oh, you smell good. You smell good." I mean, doing all the things, you know, all the giving me all the vibes that I was looking for when I put this fragrance on today. Now, if you know anything about my channel, I tend to layer my fragrances, and so I didn't mix this fragrance with anything because I wanted to try it today just on its own. And I really, you know, it doesn't need help. It really doesn't need help. If you just want to make it do something different, then you can with another fragrance. But the only thing that I did was I laid down the foundation of Byredo's Body of Freak body cream underneath. And so that kind of pushed the fragrance a little bit, I guess. If, you know, if it did anything, it just pushed the fragrance. But it smells amazing. The longevity, I would say, now we all know I'm an oversprayer. I spray 15 to 25 sprays. I mean, you know, probably more like 15. You know, it depends on the fragrance. This Queen of Silk, though, you don't even have to do that much. You don't have to do a whole lot of spraying because it gives everything that it needs to give. So we got acquainted today, and I want to say, you know, she's my new bestie. I don't know if it's just because she's new or what, but when I say this fragrance has like a complexity to it, because it's not a floral, but it's floral. It's not fruity, but well, it is fruity. You know, it's soft yet strong at the same time. Now, Creed says that it's embodying opulent luster and the ethereal softness of silk. And I see where they're going, but for me, it's probably more velvety than it is silk. Still smooth, but the strength of velvet versus silk is where this kind of goes for me. So for notes, there's osmanthus, which to me is a very powdery osmanthus. And if you don't know what osmanthus smells like, it's a floral scent that has notes of orange peel, honey, black tea, jasmine, tobacco leaf, and sandalwood. And let's see, it says it has a top note of honeyed apricot and can have hints of peach, plum, and violet. Some say it smells like a mix of peaches, ripe apricots, and soft leather and suede. So the osmanthus in itself is a complex kind of fragrance, you know what I'm saying? So you have osmanthus in this, and you have saffron, magnolia, tuberose, and a passion fruit note. And then you have cedarwood and patchouli, agarwood, Madagascar vanilla, and then you have ambroxan, musk, myrrh. I said Madagascar vanilla, right? Yeah, so this is, I mean, it's a mix mash. You know what I'm saying? It's a good mashup. Now, Creed classifies this fragrance as unisex, but I don't think I would want my man walking around smelling like this. It's because it's fruity. It's not a playful fruity at all. It's very, very rich and vibrant. You know, it's awake, it's alive. You know, it's not, the florals in it kind of come through, but that fruity note, that passion fruit, to me, it rides the whole way through. When it opens with a very exotic, fruity backbone to it, and that tends to stay. Like I said, it rides the whole way through. That fruitiness, whatever the fragrance, whatever turn it takes, there's always that passion fruit accord to it that just stands out and gives the complexity, gives the depth, you know, just it smells so wonderful, guys. Now there's a patchouli in it. I'm a sucker for patchouli. Any fragrance with patchouli in it, I'm probably gonna, you know, I think it might be in all of my fragrances in my collection, but I'm a sucker for patchouli, and it rocks on right into the heart of the fragrance. You know, it rides right on in there. Now there's a subtle spice as well as an oud that kind of lay back in the background, but it's there. You can tell it's there, but it kind of gives personality to the fragrance. Now, who do I imagine wearing this fragrance? I would say probably, what's her name? Queen Aeolion, the Jaffer, you know, from Coming to America, the mom. A modern day Queen Aeolion. And I'm saying modern day because while it's definitely regal, it's definitely, you know, very pulled together and poised like the bottle. You know, it's very royal. The modern day Queen Aeolion might, you know, ask the king, you know, to meet her in the back. Handle a little business real quick. She might twerk for the king. You know what I'm saying? She might, this modern day Queen of Silk wearing queen, she might, you know, she might handle her business, you know what I'm saying? And have everybody waiting at the wedding. Now, I can see myself wearing this fragrance like on a beach somewhere very tropical, like Grenada or Barbados or St. Lucia, somewhere like that. I could just see myself out, you know, on the beach, shaded, in a shaded area, shaded by my big hat, and, you know, some kind of beverage with umbrellas and fruit hanging all off of it, and with my man on my right side over here, you know, he's catching the vibes, you know, he's like, oh baby, smells so good. I can see all of this happening for me. I love this for me. I love this Queen of Silk, this stuff. In the bottle, on my skin, this is just, I mean, it's like a head turner, you know what I mean? And that's what I want in a fragrance. I want something that's gonna push and do the work, you know? Give me my money's worth. I don't need to pay this big price for this fragrance and then I can't smell it, you know? So it's longevity. It's definitely working. I put it on this morning, and what time is it? It's 6:30 in the evening, and I can still smell it. I still smell it on me. I didn't put it on my clothes. I put it on my body because it's, you know, such an effervescent and vibrant fragrance. I didn't want to put it on my clothes because it was doing the job on my skin. Now, I don't know what it is about this particular fragrance house, the House of Creed, that reads very, very expensive, very high end. It's definitely luxurious. I purchased Creed Aventus, I think that's the popular one that was out. I purchased the bottle and I ended up taking it back because it just didn't live up to the hype. You know, it was just okay for me, you know, and I want to be wowed by a fragrance, especially because they're a high-end fragrance house. I feel like the fragrance should live up to its name. You know, Creed has this rep of having, you know, opulent fragrances, and so I tried it again. I tried Carmina, which I loved Carmina. I got an actual decant with Carmina, and I actually refilled it, and oh, I love that fragrance too. But when my daughter asked me which one I wanted, you know, I went straight to Queen of Silk because after using my tester, I loved it. I loved it. I got a little tester when I was at the mall, and they gave me Carmina as well as Creed. As well as Queen of Silk, and I fell in love, guys. I fell in love. Now there are quite a few floral accords in this fragrance, and if you're a floral girl, don't just. It's not the traditional floral. You know, the fruitiness of it definitely complicates that floral accord, but it definitely still reads floral. You can smell the floral kind of more in the background, and the fruitiness, the depth of the fruitiness kind of is in the forefront of this fragrance, you know. So don't fall for the floral, you know, if you're one that purchases perfumes based on notes, you know, don't fall for the fact that it comes across as floral, because it's definitely more than regular floral. I would say in the dry down, you would smell more floral, but at the same time, the vanilla, you know, pops through. And like I said, that fruitiness just rides it all the way through. All right, guys, so this is my honest review on this Queen of Silk by Creed. This is the larger bottle. It's very pricey as far as I'm concerned. Would I repurchase? I don't know just yet. I really can't answer that question just yet because I have so much left, and it depends on how it works as I use it from day to day in my collection. How many times I grab for this fragrance. Today, it was definitely a hit. It lasted. Yeah, I'm gonna wear it sometime soon. Again, I may try it with another fragrance. I'm not sure what I would put with it. I'll just kind of have to play with it a little bit. Like I said, I wore Baldy Freaks, Byredo's Baldy Freak body cream. I want to try it with another body cream, perhaps La Tulipe by Byredo. I use that one as well, and that has more florals in it. So yeah, I want to try it with a different body cream. I want to try it layered up with another fragrance. So I'll have to keep you guys posted on whether I would purchase it again. But the longevity is good. The sillage is good. Projection on point. Even though I overspray, which I tend to do, you know, I spray my neck. I spray anywhere my body will get hot or warm up. That's where I spray my perfume. In my back, my ankles. Yeah, I learned that here on YouTube, spraying my ankles. So anyway, get your nose on this fragrance. Again, you know, I always say you want to make sure that it works on your body, works with your body chemistry. So if you can get your hands on a sample, either you can order a sample from, if you have an SA that, you know, is there at the store that can send you a sample of a certain, you know, of this fragrance or any other fragrances that you might be interested in. I always recommend doing that. That way you can see how it works for you. Or if you're near a store and you want to just go and give yourself a good, you know, douse douse yourself with the fragrance, spray it, spritz yourself, however you want to say it, with the fragrance. Walk through the mall, see how it performs on your body, and then make your decision from there. I always recommend something like that because we're not all the same. We don't all have the same body chemistry. We don't wear fragrances the same way, you know, so it's best to get it on your skin and see how it works with your body chemistry. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think and give me a thumbs up if you like it. Tell me if you have the bottle. Tell me if you're thinking about it, or if you smelled it and you hate it or you love it. Let me know. And I also want to know, what's your scent of the day? What you're wearing? What's your favorite right now? If you had a perfume tray, or you had a top 5, what's in your top 5? Let me know. Let's talk about fragrances, all right? Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.